What's up with y'all boys, man? Exclusive Bills here, where we do everything exclusive. In today's video, as about title, man, we back with another extremely rare build video. And hey, I know I haven't posted one of these in a minute for the simple fact that I thought I posted all the rare builds, rare names, rare everything. I thought I posted all that already. And turns out that I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I came across a guy that was on my team with this build name, Balanced Offensive 4. And I'm like, I ain't never seen that before. I don't think I ever posted it on my channel. So, you know, I had to go copy his build, look at it, see what he did wrong, see what I could do better. And I definitely seen a lot of things that needed to be changed. And today, I'm going to show y'all boys exactly how to make it. But my way, where you can have a lot more fun with the build. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I ain't about to sit here and do too much talking. Let's go ahead and get into how to make this extremely rare balanced offensive 4 build. But before we do that, man, let's go to get this video to 10-20 likes on the video. That'd be very appreciated. And if you new, man, gonna stay here, hit that sub button, you feel me? But yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna power forward 6'8", 238 on the weight with a 6'11 wingspan. And we're gonna start out with our physicals first. Also, you would need 15 or more cap breakers. Even if you do have 10, that will also be fine as well. But physicals first. Speed, we're going to max our speed out at 85 to maximize mobility, as well with agility, just to fully maximize mobility, to be able to play defense, get to the rim, get boards, keep up with anybody at any position. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta, the faster you are in the game, the faster, the more you feel like you're able to control your player, the faster you are. So we just gonna max out mobility wise, and we do get this slippery off ball and jump like that on gold. If you want to do your little R2 decks and shit, definitely can do that as well. And then when it comes to our strength, we're going to go with an 8 on the strength to get some of these badges, which I cannot see at the moment, but no, I'm gonna have an 8-3 strength. We get this silver brick wall and stuff like that. That should be decent enough. And for my template for my build, I decided to give this build contact dunk so we can have a little bit more fun when it comes to finishing. And his build didn't have it, you know what I'm saying? So I improved on the finishing aspect, and definitely is way faster than what his shit was. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what the physicals is. Now let's go to move on to the finishing, where post control, that's going to go at 1. Standing dunk, I believe this went all the way up to an 81 on the standing dunk to get our rise up on silver. Area wizard, I believe that's going to go higher than that. It's probably going to go to gold. But yeah, man, shit, that's decent enough right there on the standing dunk. And then when it comes to driver dunk, at base model, we're going 85. Now 5 or 4 cap breakers will be going here, depending on if you want a 90 driving dunk to get your ultra athletic dunks, or your athletic 360s. If you don't really care about those 2 dunk packages, you could just put 4 out of that 5 here and get your pro off ones off 2 contact dunks and silver posterizer. And yeah, that's just that on that. And then for the lay, we're going all the way to a 80 on the lay to get I don't think I went this high on the layup. Low-key forgot what I did with the lay, but for right now we're gonna keep it at 80. If I got extra points or need to change some shit, I'll come back here and take this layup off. But yeah, but for sure I know I went with a 73 close shot to get paint prodigy on bronze. And yeah, man, that's pretty much what the finishing is right here. Now let's go to move on to our shooting. So for the mid-range, I believe I'm forgetting what I did halfway through this fucking build. That is crazy. Hold on, bro. Alright, y'all boys, so for the mid-range, man, we're gonna go with a 87 on the mid-range. Now to give us all 3 of these little silver badges. Now your first +5 will actually go here, your second +5 go to the driving dunk, but first going here, and that'll take you all the way to a 92, so you can get all your these 3 little shooting badges on gold. That'd definitely be fine there. Badge +1, set our specialist to Hall of Fame to shoot a little bit better. And then when it comes to 3-pointer, man, we just can go with an 80 on the 3. And this right here is optional from the way our perimeter defense and stuff in the look. This is optional. If you want to have an 85 3 to get limited range on bronze and a higher green window from the 3-pointer, then for your 15 cap breaker, you could put it here. But if you don't, you can keep it at 80, and you'll put the other shit onto the perimeter defense, which we'll get to that in a second. But as far as free throw, low-key forgot what I put my free throw at, so we're just gonna keep it at a 70 for right now. I believe it's in the 80s, but I'll come back to it if I got extra points. And if you don't play 5v5 game modes, you already know free throw don't really matter. Take the free throw off and add these points elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's pretty much it as far as the shooting. Now let's go to move on to the playmaking. So far as our pass accuracy, bro, we're just gonna keep this balanced and go with a 75 to get these 2 silver badges right here. And then when it comes to ball handle, we're gonna go with an 84 on the ball handle, just so we can use some of Luka's moves, which is some of the best moves for builds at 6'5" or taller. Like his crossover is something that I personally use. Now, if you don't really use it, I don't really think you need to go up this high. You know what I'm saying? There's really extra points for real, that I couldn't really put nowhere else that like would fully make sense. And I was like, man, let's go ahead and get us a nice little animation crossover on this build, Luka Doncic. And then eventually, if you don't decide to go to 85 on a 3, and you will be putting 2 out of your 5 for your 15, you will be putting 2 of them joints here to get an 86 to get silver ankle assassin, so you can break some ankles and have some little bit of more fun, you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to speed with ball, we're going to go with a 75 on the speed with ball to get lightning launch on silver, which is also an option to get it on gold because it's tier 1 badge. You know what I'm saying? Flip between set shot specialist and legend lightning launch. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what the playmaking is. Ain't really too much else to say there. Besides, let's go to move on to the defense though. So for interior, we're going to go with a 70 on the interior, and that's just decent enough for wall up, hands up defense and shit like that. And we can't really go too high on the interior defense or you will lose the name, so we're just gonna have to keep that at 70. As well with this, we're gonna have to keep this at a 71. You could go to 72 for base model, but the way I got this shit set up, we don't need to go to 72. But you cannot go any higher than 72 or your build name will change. But with cap breaking and shit like that, it will ask you to change your name, but don't really change it, you know. But for base model, we're going with a 71. Now, out of them little 15 cap breakers that I was talking about, if you don't put it on the 3-pointer and you want to get yourself a 74 perimeter to get the rest of these little 2 badges right here and silver and movement enforcer, you'll be putting 3 out of that 5 right here, and then put the other 2 onto your ball handle, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's just that on that. And then when it comes to our steel, my bad, we're going with a 73 on the steel just to get both of these little badges right here on bronze and silver. And as well, when it comes to block, I believe I went all the way to a 78 on the block to get high fly denier on silver. Tier 2 badge, go ahead and badge +1 that to get it to gold, just to have a little bit more fun and blocking shots and all that good stuff, you know. And last but not least, our rebounding, I believe I went all the way to a 80 rebounding. Not sure what's going on. Low-key was forgetting what the hell I did throughout this whole video on this build. But let me go ahead and quickly back out to fix this. Alright, y'all boys, this is the actual template. We actually do have an 80 layup on the build. Our block is actually at a 74 instead of a 78, and we do have our 80 offensive rebounding, which also help with putback dunks. We got silver rebound chaser, box out beats on silver, and all of that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now shit, that's pretty much it though. There ain't really too much to say besides let me go ahead and go over where we put in the cap breaker. So first +5 mid-range, your second, we're going to be putting 5 here, depending on if you want 90, 5 or 4, don't really matter. If you have 15, put 3 onto the perimeter defense, 2 onto the ball handle. And season 7, you know what I'm saying, if you hit 40 this season, you definitely could fuck around and put that on strength, just so you get your strong hands and shit like that on Hall of Fame. Just have a little bit more fun there. And then when it comes to badge +1 and badges, bro, get your high fly denier to silver and set shot specialist to gold or lightning launch to gold. Either one of them cool. But yeah, man, this is my extremely rare balanced offensive forward build that you could most definitely have some fun with. Now, if you don't like what you see here, man, you definitely get in the lab, getting this little template joint just like I did, messing around with it and make it to your liking. But remember, there are some restrictions. I said it in the video, some things you cannot put up or you will lose this here build name that you see, this balanced offensive forward. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's rare. I haven't seen it besides today, but I ain't gonna say today, but the other day I played against dude, that was like a couple days ago. But yeah, man, we got the name, shades, we got a bunch of role players here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. As far as role players wise though, that's not really bad. Derrick Jones Jr., he decent role player. We got my boy Scotty Barnes, little bit above a role player. Then we got Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Cool shades. Nice little name. And the build overall definitely very fun and usable. You feel me? But with that being said though, bro, hopefully y'all boys enjoyed it. So if y'all did enjoy the video or felt anything about this template, then go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you new. And I'm out here, man. But before I go, if y'all want to see any more build videos by your boy, go ahead and click on one of these videos I see on the screen, and also hit that sub button, man. I want to roll to 4,000 subs, and they'd be very appreciated. Y'all boys continue to show our support by hitting that sub button, hitting that like button, and sharing the video so you pushed out to the YouTube recommended, so everybody get a hold of my channel for 2K25 build videos, gameplay videos, and streams. So with that being said, go on the town post notifications on so y'all boys be notified whenever I post a video or whenever I randomly stream. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I'm out here. Catch y'all boys in the next video.